So as you can see, ITC Billet gives you a nice little diagram to go ahead and get everything bolted in. Tell you where all the bolts go, so that way it cuts out the headache of you know, trying to guessing of where things go. So we're gonna go ahead and get this installed, man. All right, bring y'all along. So you're gonna start out with your hex bits, flat style. This bracket gonna go in there like that. It's got 3 of them. They're gonna face out, and you got 3 of the small spacers. So there's a TX40 if you're gonna use a hex bit, which is what I'm gonna be using for right now, because I don't feel like fishing out my Allen wrenches. You gotta use what you got, man. Use what you got. So we're gonna go ahead and fish that through there. Leave them all kind of loose. First time I didn't drop one of those spacers, man. I think those were the only Allen bolts you got. So we'll look on the instructions and see what else we got. So going on to step 2 is going to be the big, long, let's say 4. So we got to put the long spacers in there, 4 pieces. They also give you a bolt chart as well for millimeters. So that one, these 2 call for 220 millimeter bolts. Measure them up. Man, I couldn't do that again if I tried. All right. Grab your second bracket. It's going to tell you to go into this hole here. And go into the one right below it. And those are 13s. So grab my 13s because I want to kind of get those kind of snugged up just a little bit. Grab the 14 instead of 13, guys. step 3, telling you to go ahead and put your alternator in. The small spacers. See what we got. All right, so you slide that alternator in there just like that. And let's see what else we got. So now we can go ahead and get this bracket for the top here. Thick washer goes through the idler pulley. Let's see which one is longer. All right, so this here, you got your spacer. Slide that to the back, slides right in, goes through. Grab my other spacer here. This is why I like to kind of leave everything a little bit loose, so you have plenty of room to get in there. Yep. Then the last one, it's gonna be for your tensioner, which I'm gonna just go ahead and kind of do this, just so I know everything lines up. It's gonna have a washer on the outside of that one. It's gonna be the thin washer, so I'm gonna actually pull that back off, put the thin washer in there, put it back, and tighten everything up, because I know everything is in place now. So I grab my ratchet, take it to the extension, and go ahead and snug everything down. All right. I'm gonna do the same thing like we just talked about. This one, put your bolt in place, put it in the threads, go ahead and snug these two up, then I go back. All right, so I know all that's in place. Now I can pull this bolt out, spacer stays in place. I can go ahead and go back and slide back in my idler pulley. It threads right in. right, so that's in there. Now, we'll take a loose the tensioner. So now I know all of these bolts are tight. Now I can go ahead, hit that one more time, hit these. Everything is tight. We'll go ahead and take this out. See, our washer stays in place. This looks like it's going to be a 15 or 16. It's a 17. Now I got to find a 17. All right. So as you can see, has a little dimple there, and you have a dimple down there in the bracket. Just line it up. Now go to town. Right. And like that, she's in there. That ain't see, bada boom, bada bing. And your factory plug right in. You're gonna get my ratchet wrench. Here, 10. I think just get regular wrench. Boom. Like that. Wires on, out of the way, and we in there. So that's how it looks on the motor. Nice. It looks good. It looks really good. And then yeah, we'll probably go ahead, probably call it a night tonight for this, and then we'll get the passenger side, the driver's side, button up and in there. So I check back with y'all in just a little bit. All right, so on. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do this one. This is for the see if you can focus. There you go. The 551127-3 I'll put the link in the description for this one as well. But it's the Vortec Truck Ls Swap AC Power Steering Bracket Kit. It allows for the OBS style compressor on the late model OBSs to use the big one on the driver's side, big compressor on the driver's side, and use the power steering pump. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on this one. I don't know if I'm gonna finish tonight, but at least we'll get started. Thick aluminum brackets, nice made. It is made in the USA, which it's a nice quality part, and that's all that matters, guys. Nice quality part. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kind of line some of these spacers up. It's got a ton of spacers on this one, man. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of put all of them together and kind of see what we got. So I'll be right back with you. All right, so you can see I got everything started there, and I'll go ahead and put the top pieces on, and then we'll go ahead and kind of finish this bad boy up. It's tough to film this one because it's kind of low on there, so I apologize for that, but man, instructions are super good. Just follow those instructions like so, and man, you'll be in there. You'll be done before you know it. All right, so pretty much that's how it's gonna go, just like that. But yeah, man, we're gonna get back to it in just a little bit. All right, so we back. Another update on the OBS Ls Swap. So you see the alternator bracket there. This is what the power steering ICT billet for the Vortec style AC compressor looks like for OBSs. So that looks great. And the last time I showed y'all the steam vent bypass there. We got the water pump, not water pump. Got the new thermostat housing and thermostat on there. I got to tighten that up, but got the heater hoses on. She coming together. I had to go to the old yard today and get the coolant reservoir because they didn't provide me with one, so I got one, and had to get the radiator swapped out. But we got this big thick 2-inch radiator there, heavy duty style. Should cool it mighty fine with a mechanical fan. Even if it had electric fans on there, that'd cool really well as well. But yeah, man, we cooking. Went ahead and painted up the brake reservoir there. Gave him a little shine on there. I couldn't stand to look at that no more. That rust was on there, surface rust. But yeah, man, we got that straight. Picked up a ground wire as well, because I'm gonna run a ground wire from the body to the back of the motor. That's also gonna go on this plug here. That ground strap. Got the other one coming off the battery going to the block down there. So man, we cooking along. We cooking along. So we might get into some wiring tonight. Not sure. I meant to stop by the parts store to get some more butt connectors, but I forgot. They're the heat shrink ones. But we gonna see what we got, man. And we gonna continue to move forward on this thing. We getting close. About to start thinning out this wiring, so that way when I run the new wiring, all of that stuff will be thinned out, and I only have exactly what I need. Just have to find a couple of more wires as far as the constant 12-volt power, switch power there. But I'll check that out once I get the battery connected, and we'll do some testing on there to see which ones give me constant power once I'm at starting. It doesn't lose power, so that way make sure that ECU gets good readings and not lose control. But yeah, man, we cracking. It's looking good in here. This was the ground strap that I was talking about. Picked that up from the junkyard today. And yeah, man, we're gonna keep on going. All right, so now you can get a better picture of what I was talking about. Front accessories on there. So I'm about to get ready to put this power steering pulley on, tighten up the thermostat housing down there, Put the lower radiator hose on and keep on going. Alright, so I got the 2 braided nylon for the feed and return made up, so that way they're going to go on there. Got the belt on. I got to take the intake off one more time, so that way I can get these on, get these tucked down and tightened down, and then we'll be cooking. I got the wiring ran through the firewall over there, so man, we're gonna keep on going, keep on rocking and rolling, man. Try to keep this thing cooking. We cooking. All right, and I'll give y'all the belt size on that one as well. I'll put the link in the description for the belt size that I found that it works pretty good. And yeah, we're gonna keep on going on this thing. All right, so we've been getting it, man. So as you can see, got the new belt on, everything's routed, cold air intake is routed. This wire harness was for a 3-bar map sensor, but I bought the Michigan Motorsports adapter, so that way I could use the 5-pin mass airflow sensor there. I showed y'all the last time on the fuel rails, got those in. I had to switch injectors and I'll go to my other set, because the first set I bought, man, pieces of crap, wouldn't the connectors, they didn't fit in here. So just an example, focus. All right, so in those injectors there, this connector wouldn't fit down in there, so I had to put another set of injectors in. So yeah, man, we've been cooking though. We've been cooking. Finna get this thing off to the exhaust shop. Then I'll finish wiring up under the dash, so that way all the sensors, well, not all the sensors, all the gauges will work. And keep that going. I got to tuck the old VVS sensor down. There, I was just keeping it out just in case I needed to use that as a reference to make the speedometer work. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and just go behind the dash and use that one, that wire right there. And cruise control is hooked up as well. Cruise control will work with this truck. So got the throttle bracket on, cruise control is on, throttle cable is on, throttle bracket is on, cold air intake is on. So yeah, man, we cooking. Had to steer some of the AC wires so that way everything will fit up good. And I gotta ask the truck owner what this wire is for. You know, if that ain't going, then I'm gonna just snip that and let that go. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know what that was. I didn't have a motor to reference, so it was came to me empty shell. So yeah, we're gonna keep on going on this thing and get this thing off to the exhaust shop. I gotta throw the cover on there and get this thing loaded on the trailer. So we'll check back with you. All right, here we go again. Muffler shop. Pretty new. Likeless mufflers. All right, so we pretty much, well, we got the engine bay and everything buttoned up, except for I got to cut this old VVS wire back, because I'm gonna just source that from the inside of the truck, from the gauge itself there. But yeah, just got to make your little hole right there, cut this around there, and we in there. Took the cold air intake kind of back towards there. I think that should be good. It's gonna look nice. But yeah, man, we cooking. I got to go up in the inside now and finish wiring. Then I'm gonna tuck everything up under the dash. I got the exhaust done yesterday at Lackley's, only place I go. So yeah, we're gonna keep on rocking and rolling on this thing and see if we can't fire this bad boy up today. Maybe even do a test drive and get it on back. So we'll be right back with y'all in just a little bit. All right, so as y'all can see, I just made it easy on myself and just spliced in the original VSS cable into the new one, into the new harness, so that way the gauge will work correctly, the speedometer gauge. Easy fix. Use some T-taps. I actually cut that wire, so I had to put a splice in there, but it's heat shrink, so it'll be all good. But yeah, so easy way to do it on these OBS trucks. Since it already came with one, just splice it in there. I may have to just swap the wires around there, because this particular harness had just 2 purples. So took a guess. Worst case scenario, all I got to do is swap them around if it doesn't work correctly, and that's it, man. They slide in, slide out, and keep on going. So we're gonna keep on going, and I think we're gonna go ahead and try to get ready to start this bad boy today. See what she sound like, man. So super excited. Got the exhaust is all is welded up as well, both sides. Use factory wide pipe. My muffler shop black lease down there in Pell City always gets me straight. So yeah, man, nice good welds, great service, man. Y'all check them out if y'all in Alabama, around that I-20 area. All right, so I'll get right back with y'all in just a little bit. All right, like that, we got us a running motor. That's a runner. There we go. Check for leaks now. So I'm gonna sit y'all down for a second. All right, so I actually had a little mishap. I wired in the computer 12-volt key to the wrong wire. Originally, I had it wired into this one, but this is actually a constant power the whole time. You need one that's actually doesn't have any power while it actually when you turn off the key. So I actually had to pull the fuse just to cut off the truck. But went back, tested this one. This one says ignition. It actually says engine run here in the fuse box. I don't know if y'all can see. But it actually says engine 1, 12-volt source. So I took the fuse panel up, went to the back side, put a T-tap in there. Works good now. So yeah, man, we cooking. I gotta put some transmission fluid in here, but she purring like kitten, man. I like it. We almost done with this bad boy. All right, so I'll turn y'all back on in just a little bit. Right, so for my my TCC lockout cutoff switch there from your factory computer, not from the factory computer, from your standalone kit. This OBS has ABS braking system on there. This purple wire on the top, right next to the green, in between the black and with the white stripe, that one is actually going to work, and it cuts out exactly when you hit the brake pedal. It breaks the current through there, and it is switched as well. So that's where you want to hook up your TCC on these vehicles. So found that out, Lt1swaps.com and Lawrence Garage as well. So shout out to both of those people. Hey, great resources, man, great resources. All right, so only other thing we got to hook up is the tack wire, and then, man, we're gonna go ahead and go for a test drive in this bad boy. All right, so you can see we got the dash all back together. Everything is in there nice tuck. You can't see anything. Looks factory, man. All the gauges work. Yes, sir. All right, so we got the finished product. Yes, sir. Nice, clean. Clean. I actually found for the temperature sensor on the inside for the gauges, you actually got to keep both wiring for the sender on the OBS as well as the temperature sensor that comes by the water neck up top. Keep both of those wirings. Get your F body sending unit, TPM ECT there, and a Pigtail. I'll put those links in the description. And yeah, man, splice them in and it works. I'll try to put the picture of the wiring in there as well. But yeah, she's looking good, man. She's looking good. She's looking good. Happy the way it came out. Yes, sir. So yeah, crank her up. Crank her up. I'll show you all the inside. See, everything is working. Everything is working. Yes, sir. So as you can see, gauges work, man. Gauges work. Gauges work.